What's going on, YouTube? We're back again with another reaction. We're back again with another review, doing a group I've never reacted to before. So for today's music video reaction, 21 Pilots, Stressed Out. Alright, so this is the first time I'm going to be reacting to 21 Pilots, any of their music. This is not a first reaction in the essence of I've never heard their songs or heard their music. I have heard 21 Pilots. They've been all over the radio. Their music has been played time and time again. Stressed Out is no exception. I've heard it on the radio plenty of times. I've never broken down the lyrics, and I've never broken down really what the song means, and I've never watched the music video. So that I have not seen. That will be a first for me. But this is not a, I've never heard it, I've never seen it, I don't even know who 21 Pilots is. I'm not going to be that kind of reactor that does that. I know who they are. I've heard their music. I know that my name is Blurry Face, and I don't care what you think, or I care what you think, whatever he says in this. Like, I know the song. I've heard the song. I've never broken it down. I've never really watched the music video. I've never seen it. Like, I've never taken it and really seen what they put forward with it. And a lot of people have said for me to react to 21 Pilots that they do a lot of solid messages and a lot of emotional context in their music, and I've never known that. I just thought they were another like kind of top radio band. So I'm excited to see what they're putting out. I'm excited to see where they're bringing their emotion from and what they're talking about, and it like just really see what's going on with what they're saying. But first, if y'all could be so kind to smash that like button, smash subscribe, and hit the little bell for future notifications, that would be greatly appreciated. But 21 Pilots, let's see what you got. All right. I'm actually really excited to actually react to this and break down what they're saying, because I've never really paid attention to really what they say in their music. That big wheel. Side note, that's one of those adult big wheels. That's one of the big wheels that are meant for adults, not for kids. For adults that want to still remember what it's like to have fun as a kid. I had a big wheel. I drifted that thing everywhere when I was a little kid. Those things are awesome. I've seen videos of people just ramping those up and drift them around, and it looks fun, not gonna lie. So it's already on a good note for me.
I wish I found some better sounds no one's ever heard. I wish I had a better voice that sang some better words. I wish I found some chords in an order that is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get...
I like kind of the self-doubting wishes that he has. I wish I had a better voice. I wish my beats weren't generic. I wish I could rhyme every time I sang. And I like how he personally didn't rhyme in that. I like that. Like, he didn't select a word or anything that held similar syllable styles from what we were saying prior. Like, I like that it sounds off. It's meant to sound off. Like, he can't rhyme. Like, I like the kind of sardonic sense behind that.
That is new. I wish I didn't have to rhyme every time I sang. I was told when I get older all my fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and...
That's true. You're told that when you get older, all your fears will shrink. You'll grow out of your fears, and then lo and behold, most people develop some form of social anxiety. I'm not saying they go through anxiety panic attacks because of social things, which a lot of people do, and there's ways to cope and methodologies to help with that. But a lot of people have certain social disorders, like where big crowds just kind of get them. They don't feel comfortable in big crowds. They don't feel comfortable around like if two people are arguing in a public location, people are like they're getting in a debate or a discussion. People don't like to be around confrontation. People don't like to be confrontational. People don't like certain things, certain social triggers and all that. And it's like, that's what he's talking about with, supposedly when you get older, your fears will all go away. But yeah, a lot of your childhood fears, but they're replaced with a lot of adulthood fears and a lot of adulthood anxious thought processes that can really detriment your efficiency, productivity, your whole entire mindset as an adult.
Fears would shrink, but now I'm insecure and I care what people think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
So that's what he's referencing. Okay, with the big wheel and the custom, handshake, what you and your best friends will have, that's all stuff with being a kid, and them talk about your fears as a kid, then it's replaced by fears as an adult, and then saying I wish we could turn back time to the good old days. Like he's referencing all like the childhood things, like childhood normal things that happen. The handshake, the big wheel, all the fun things, like the simpler times, I guess you could say. Like that's I could tell that's what he's referencing in that, and that's a really cool style of imagery for it. But I still want that big wheel.
Turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Sipping Capri Suns, hitting that childhood favorites, hitting that normals for being a child. I like this, wish we could turn back times, but we're still where we're at, but we're stressed out. Like adulthood stresses you out. You got to work, you got to make that money, you got to pay your bills, you got responsibilities for yourself, for your loved ones, for your family, for your kids if you have them, for friends, for social obligations, work related, you name it, anything else, anything extra you tack onto. There's just so many more responsibilities. Meanwhile, you can't replace a responsibility for another. You have to just stack them on top of each other. And it's more and more and more. Like that's life, and it stresses you out.
But now we're stressed out. We're stressed out. Sometimes a certain smell will take me back to when I was young. How come I'm never able to identify where it's coming from? I'd make a candle out of it if I ever found it. Try to sell it, never sell out of it. I'd probably only sell one.
Yeah, I mean, they've proven your brain gets triggered by certain things in the olfactory nerves, and it can actually spark a memory. That actually is talked about by Gus Fring to Walter White in Breaking Bad when Walter's over at his house and Gus is making one of his stews, and it's the smell, and he talks about how it brings him back to when he was a kid. That's very common. You used to smell certain smell, and it brings you back to an old memory. It recalls an old memory, and they've proven that happens. And I like that he said, you can't even remember exactly what memory, but it brings you back to as a kid, and wish you could make it as a candle and sell it all, but he'd probably only sell one. Reason being, it's your memory. That's your memory it takes you back to. Maybe some people might smell it and it takes them back to a memory of theirs. They might have smelled that somewhere else. But as far as it recalling to that memory, which what makes it special, why you want to make that candle, you'd only sell one because it's custom fit for you.
Out of it if I ever found it, try to sell it, never sell out of it. I probably only sell one. Maybe to my brother, cause we have the same nose, same clothes, homegrown, a stone's throw from a creek we used to roam. But it would remind us of when nothing really mattered. Out of student loans and treehouse homes, we all would take the ladder. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think.
Him saying, maybe his brother would buy one because they're brothers. They have many of the same memories, same household, a lot of the same stuff together growing up. And I like talking about, coming out, being out of the treehouse. That is simpler times, and that's true. Like, and he said, about student debt. Like, yeah, people take on student debt, and then they got to pay it off. Like that's a burden. Like at the end of the day, a house mortgage is a burden. Any financial loan you take is a burden, and that's just another one of those responsibilities that stacks on top of you that stresses you out. I.e., the song "Stressed Out." But yeah, taking you back to a simpler time. That's probably the most fond memory that I have as a kid. Not paying bills. Like that's where I'm at. Like comment down below whatever. Like honestly, tell me what your guys' favorite childhood memory is. What makes what's your favorite memory that takes you back that you wish you could go back to? Mine is honest to God, just not paying bills. That's a big one. That's a big one. I think all of us can relate to because you're feeling good for a month and then the next month you got more. And then sometimes you got car insurance, and then you got registration, and then you got rent or mortgage, and then insurance is on that, and then credit card, and this and that and the other, and utilities. It's just nonstop. It's always nonstop. But that's life. At least that's life within the system.
My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly it far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah, we used to play.
Yeah, we used to play pretend, give each other fake names, build a rocket ship and fly to outer space, all that pretend stuff when we were kids. And it's that childhood innocence, that childhood creativity. And like, yeah, you hit a point where you go from being able to have that kind of creativity and be able to have that innocent fun to where it starts to turn into more adulthood related themes. And then it's all of a sudden it's all right, now you need to make money. Like, because it's no longer the fun you have and the stuff you want to do is all relational within your head. It ends up becoming all pertaining to things that are around you, things that you have, things that you can use to have fun, things that you can do to have fun with the people that you're with, places you can go, things you can buy, all this, that, and the other. I mean, there's the joke that, and I say it to my girlfriend all the time, that, men, we don't mentally age past 12. We don't. Our toys just get more expensive. Like, we got to go make money to buy our toys. Whether it's electronics or something, or mechanical, or like for me, I'm an avid snowboarder, so whether it's a brand new shiny custom board with boots and bindings and all the gear with it, and all of that stuff, or it's my quads or this, that, and the other, or dirt bikes or razors, or a truck, a boat, jet skis, it's the toys just get more expensive. We go from having little toys that are cheap to big toys that are expensive, and you got to make money for that. But that's the whole thing. You're the small toys that you could use imagination to have fun with, that goes away. And the big toys where you're having actual real life fun without the imagination, you're just having fun, you as yourself, using whatever it is giving you that joy. That gets expensive. So, i.e., need to make money.
Now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. We used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we'd fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days when the mama sang us to sleep, but now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, bunny.
I'm going to rewind that for a second. But with that chorus, wish we could turn back time to the good old days. I actually just recently posted on one of my social media accounts a picture. It was a picture of a little kid sitting there playing Halo 1 back in 2001 when it came out. And then it shows 2021. The same kid, but now grown, sitting right in front of the TV again, but with the Halo Infinite, the new game coming out at the end of this year, on the screen. The 20-year difference as a kid to an adult. Ironically, I was that kid, and I'm going to be that adult. And I posted that, and it's like the remembrance of taking you back to the time, to the good old days. I actually had one of my best friends, one of my oldest childhood best friends, that him and I are still best friends to this day. He messaged me, and he was like, hey, we need to get together and play that game like we did in the old days. Like, we need to get together. That was our jam. Like, we need to do that. And I was like, yeah, we're doing that. Like, that's hands down happening. We're just going to take us back to the good old days where it was simple. Just no responsibilities, no nothing. Just for one night. Just to sit and play a video game and have some fun. Like, that's literally what we're going to do. We're going to turn back time back to the good old days. And this song directly, that was literally yesterday that I posted that picture. And me and my buddy were talking about that. So, this is a direct piece to it.
But now we're stressed out.
Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up,
Red Eye.
need the money. Used to play pretend, bunny. We used to play pretend, wake up, you need the money. Used to play pretend, give each other different names. We would build a rocket ship and then we fly far away. Used to dream of outer space, but now they're laughing at the face, saying, wake up, you need to make money. Yeah.
That was good. The message behind that's very, very connectable. Like the message behind that, the emotion to it, like anyone can connect to that. If you're an adult, you can connect to it. If you're in high school, you can connect to it. If you're not a child, you can connect to it. Go back to the good old days when you were a kid and you had the good old fun. Anyone can connect to that. Like that was an awesome song. Like that is 100% relatable. And like even me, literally to something that I posted yesterday and had a conversation with my friend yesterday. Like that, something minute and small like that, this song already capitalized on it, made you think of it. And like that's what songs, that's what I love about songs like these, where it's a message that really makes you, it pulls you in. You relate to the artist because you relate in a way that is custom to you. I'm sure you guys hearing this song, you relate in a certain way. It reminds you of something recent or something a while ago that where you wanted to go back to the good old days. That's normal. Like, and that's what makes this very relatable. And I see why people wanted me to react to it. And yeah, I've always thought the song sounded good. I thought the beat was good. And, you know, as far as the chorus, you know, my name is Blurryface and I care what you think. Like I remember from listening to it on the radio, but breaking it down like that and actually listening to what it's saying. Yeah, this was a first for me and solid work. Like bravo 21 Pilots, like really good message put through. All right. So that was my reaction to 21 Pilots' Stressed Out. I loved it. I thought that was awesome. I really liked the music video. I loved how they really captured that child's essence. And I still want that big wheel, that massive adult-sized big wheel. That looks so much fun. I know, it's my inner child. But like I said earlier, we don't age past 12. Guys don't age past 12. Our toys just get bigger, and that's in a literal sense. Little big wheel, big wheel. I want it. But yeah, I like all the references to being a kid, the innocence of being a kid, the internal creativity of being a kid and playing with your friends. That's very relatable. I definitely had that kind of childhood. I had a great group of friends that I rolled around with that were in my neighborhood and in my school. Like I had a fun childhood, and that really like hit home with me as far as like taking me back to the good old days, like it said. So yeah, bravo guys. Like I genuinely loved it, and that I'm excited to see some more 21 Pilots music videos and see what else they're putting out with it. But if you guys like this reaction, as always, be sure to smash that like button, smash subscribe, and hit that little bell for future notifications. That would be greatly appreciated. And also comment down below. Let me know of any bands, artists, songs, music genres that you want me to react to. Any more 21 Pilots you want me to react to? Let me know some other songs, some other music videos that are pretty good, because this one was awesome. And I've heard this. Like I said, this isn't a first reaction for me. It's a first reaction, but it's not a first time hearing it kind of reaction, like a lot of my past videos. But yeah, this was solid. Like I genuinely loved it. So feed me more. Like I really want to know more of 21 Pilots songs to listen to. I really don't know what songs or what. Like I know there's. I think 21 Pilots is the one that did Heathens for what is the name? Suicide Squad. So like I'm sure they're the ones that did that. So like I know that song, but as far as the name, but yeah, feed me more. I want to know more. And also any other videos that aren't music videos. Anything else you want me to react to? Anything you want me to watch and really see my take on it, my view on it, how I see it, or what additional viewpoints I can put out for stuff like that. Let me know. I would love to do it. So keep commenting, keep letting me know, keep feeding me. I'll keep feeding you. We'll keep the circle going. And that's it, guys. I love all you, but I'm out.